All right. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. October 4th today. Pretty early still. It's before 9 a.m. Woke up not too long ago. I'm not feeling 100% today. I'll be honest. My girlfriend's been getting over her sickness. And I don't know. I feel like she's passing it on to me because not feeling the best this morning. Woke up, well, and something kind of crazy too. Last night, when Jules sat down at the desk, we were about to have our last toke before we went to bed, and she kind of did something and like clunked. That's what my mom called it, when you clunk your back or something. And she got like a knot in her shoulder blade, whatever. And we didn't know how it happened, and I was trying to give her a massage and work it out. And even this morning, she got up and she said, "No, it still kind of feels weird." But before she got up, I sit down at the desk for a toke this morning, and the same thing happens to me. I don't know what I did, but now in my shoulder blade, like it's one of those, kind of feels off when you breathe. It's not like super sore. It just feels like something's not in the right position, or it's getting pushed on weird. And I got the yoga mat down there with one of those foam rollers where it's like the hard plastic inside and then the foam on the outside, and it helped. It feels better, but it's like I tried every which way. I rolled all the way up my back horizontally, flipped it vertically, and I was doing like side to side stuff. I tried going on my side and rolling like along the side there. I even tried flipping over and stretching it, but I don't know, it's just, so that's a pain in the ass. But then I woke up feeling super hungry, and this usually happens, but I went to make food, kind of messed up the eggs and stuff that I was cooking in the pan. There's a little beetle there, what the hell? Kind of messed up the little, the eggs I was making in the little pan there. So that kind of upset me. I wanted them to be like crisp. I tried to do, sorry, I'm all over the place here. I tried to do eggs in the pan, crack them, put some cheese, put a little bit of, we have like roti that we need to eat. It's like leftover stuff. So I tried putting some roti on top of the eggs and cheese. Didn't cook the eggs enough. They popped and started going everywhere. And the cheese wasn't fully melted, so it didn't really stick, and everything was sliding everywhere. Then the egg was all over the outside, and then the roti didn't get crisp like I wanted it to. So it didn't look very appetizing. I got frustrated at that. And then we had hard-boiled eggs in there, in the fridge already. So I cracked the shell off of those, and I'm looking at them. I'm like, God damn, I'm starving. But looking at them makes me feel sick too. Like, I don't want to eat them. I ended up eating them, but it was like, it's one of those days where it's like starving, but I don't want to eat, and I feel queasy, and my body's all fucked up, and I didn't necessarily get enough sleep, and all the good stuff, you know what I mean? It's one of those days. But I don't know. I felt like making a podcast just kind of talk about it, update, document life, whatever it is. I kind of like that process alone, but I don't know, just kind of update people, and I guess this also kind of works as what's it, like a video diary, or a while ago I was talking about how this is kind of like therapy, self-therapy, doing it by myself, for myself kind of thing, and then getting to share it with people, and, being able to look back on it myself if other people want to see where my head was at certain points in time, whatever, you can kind of check these out. I think that is kind of cool, but, yeah, I don't know, I just felt like doing one of these, because I was like, I don't know, maybe if I talk about it, it'll kind of get it off my mind, in a sense of like, okay, I'm talking about it, it's out in the world, I can get on with my life now. I got stuff written down, like a list of stuff I want to do. Grabbed a granola bar, so hopefully I can eat that later and get some more food in me. And then hopefully I'll be feeling better by later. Maybe I'll go lay down again, take a nap, catch up on some Z's. What else do I have? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to get done, but, you know, one of those days where I feel motivated, but if I don't get enough sleep, there's some days where I want to do stuff, but my body is just not there. And that's one of my biggest problems I have with work is like, I don't mind doing work and working hard, getting paid for it, great. I don't necessarily like working for somebody else because I remember the saying, you're either working to make your dreams happen or you're working to make somebody else's, right? So I think about that when I'm working for sure. But just there are some days where I could be scheduled to come in. I'm not feeling sick, but I'm not feeling like capable of working, you know what I mean? Like there have been days I try to work when I feel like that. I get halfway through the day, I'm just feeling like shit. I could be like messing shit up and getting frustrated and yelling at it. I could be getting frustrated with my coworkers, with myself, well, whoever it is, you know? So I don't want to bring that kind of energy to work with me, you know what I mean? But then if I'm not in a working shape, then I call the boss. I either say, okay, well, I'm sick and I can't come in, or I need a mental day, and then that doesn't sound as good. I guess nowadays people are becoming more accepting of the fact that people have mental health issues just as much as physical health issues. But yeah, fuck, man, there are just some days where I'm like, fuck, I would rather just not have woken up this morning than, than go to work. But, that's my prerogative. I definitely feel more motivated to not only document my life, but make content that's not necessarily just entertainment, like there's some sort of value to it, and it's something you can't necessarily find from other places and other channels, videos, whatever it is, right? Actually, I'm gonna lift, sorry, this is probably weird. I'm gonna lift this, put a portable charger underneath, sorry, that's fucked, so that it cools down, because I was listening back, sorry, shaking the camera up, fucking earthquake. I was listening back to the audio of one of the episodes recently and realized, like, oh yeah, you can hear the computer and the fan going, so I'm going to try and raise the computer, get more air flowing underneath, and hopefully that cools it down and the fan doesn't need to work as hard. Or it might just make it louder and it's easier for you guys to hear it, But let me know. Again, my apologies if it is annoying. I know it's not really the best setup, and ideally the mic should be away from, the PC. I'm recording this and I do everything on my laptop with an HDMI to a second monitor, so it's like, it's not a high-tech setup, but it does the job, it does the trick, so I can't complain. And I just hope that it's, like, bearable for the videos and it's not completely, like if I stop talking right now. Yeah, I can see I'm hitting around, what's that? It goes to negative on here, which is kind of weird. Like, my peak in the red zone is 0, and it's saying 0 decibels at the top is a measurement, I guess, 0.0 decibels. 0's on the red end, and then negative 60's on my green end. But if I stop talking, it looks like it goes between like negative 35 and negative 30 decibels, which that measurement sounds dumb as fuck. So if it was reverse, like 30 to 30 or 0.30, Jesus Christ, 0.3 to 0.3 and a half, like fucking decibels. I have no clue. I don't really know. It's kind of jokes, like as a musician, artist, producer, executive producer. I don't produce my own beats, whatever, but it's because I don't really have the music theory. I don't really know how to play instruments or how to read sheet music. I don't really know all the technical terms for it, but shit, I like making music. I like being able to, put my voice on a beat and be able to speak the shit that's on my mind. You know what I mean? And maybe this is just that, without the beat, more long form, more free flowing. Let my thoughts let my brain, let my thoughts do less of the work. Like, less heavy lifting. and just kind of letting the thoughts flow and see what happens, you know? I feel like this is definitely a good way to release energy. Same with music, actually, because there are some days where I go in and I'm like, I'm yelling on the beat, trying to get the energy out, either out or up, but then I'm done recording, I'm like, fuck, I am gassed. Like, if you try yelling consistently for like half an hour to an hour, you're gonna feel it at the end. You feel it in your diaphragm, you feel it in your vocal cords, in your throat, like all that. Some days I have a headache from it. Like, it's crazy, man. And then you gotta stay hydrated, make sure you get some food in you before and after, depending on how much you're recording and all that, right? But you know, we keep it pushing. It's kind of crazy too, because like the brain really never stops working, eh? And it's kind of like when you think about all the people, like I reposted something on my Instagram story yesterday that was talking about comparing a motherboard to a zoomed out view of a city, and how we're just kind of walking around transferring data, or carrying data and transferring it. What did it say? Let me see if I can find the exact words from it. Let's see if it's still posted, or if it's been 24 hours and it's down now. Yes, it has been 24 hours. But if I go to my saved post, I'm sure this is annoying, my bad. Just get forward a little bit, you know. Pretty easy solution. Yes. So, fuck, there's gonna be a pain in the ass, but electricity, and then electric city, right? Like that. Right, makes sense. And then this one. The moment you realize you're just a piece of data carrying information as you're moving through a circuit system that has been designed to siphon your spiritual energy. You can see my reflection right there. Goddamn. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was saying, like, is Mother Earth just like our spiritual motherboard? And then if you look up what is the purpose of a motherboard, let me do that quick. Of a motherboard, makes sense. So what is a motherboard? A motherboard is the main circuit board in a computer system. It connects all of the internal components like the memory, processor, graphics card, and other hardware. It also provides power to each component and allows them to communicate with each other. And then it goes on to say, like, the importance of it cannot be, what does it say in the actual thing? It didn't pop up there, but I remember reading this from yesterday, and it doesn't want to load. There we go. Yeah, here we go. The motherboard is a key part of any computer, and its importance cannot be overstated. So again, I ask you the question, is Mother Nature not just our spiritual motherboard, or our, like, physical motherboard in a way, like the earth that we live on, right? We are the hardware on that the motherboard connects, that earth connects, right? Like, I don't know, it's kind of crazy to think about. I've been thinking about it since, like, elementary, like grade 8, grade 9 probably. Like, damn, what if we're all just, like, if you zoom out far enough, what if we're all just, like, in the atom of the next thing, or we're just, like, in the gut bacteria, we're just the gut biome of whatever creature, or, like, we're in the brain of the creature, you know what I mean? Because isn't the brain mostly space or some shit like that? Like, sure, it has the neurons and the stuff that connects it, but when you zoom in, it's like a bunch of space in between. Kind of sounds like literal space? I don't know. But yeah, speaking of space, I'm definitely going to make a part 2 to that Mandela effect and the NASA video I posted, because I found, drum roll please, footage of Kubrick working on the fucking moon landing set. Like, video footage, proof. You see him walking around, multiple shots, the guy's explaining it, and like, there's the picture of the first footprint on the moon that they're obviously looking at, make sure it looks good, but it's just stamped in like it's not fucking jokes, man. It's crazy. So I'm definitely gonna do a part 2 on that, and then comparing it to like like a video I seen. Oh, NASA posted this video showing the back of one of their rocket ships, and it's like the camera showing where the fuel comes out, the propulsion system, whatever, the exhaust. And in the background, it looks like a green screen fucking, picture of Earth behind the rocket. And then you see this little thing floating in space, and then it goes shooting off another direction. And I'm zooming in on it, I'm like, motherfuckers, this looks like CG plastered over green screen over some fucking real shit that you just have sitting wherever, you know? Oh, it burns. Y'all ever get that? Just a random ass, like, burning feeling in your nose? Or, like, that feeling after you get, like, chlorine water in your nose and it's, like, super fucking... Oh. I don't know, maybe because it's dry? I don't know why it happens, but that shit sucks. I'm gonna have to move forward so I'm not catching the light here, but... Jesus. What's that fucking Apple commercial? That's crazy. They got new Apple commercials running where they have a soundbite from a song. It sounds like a Kanye snippet, but the guy says, "I am Jesus," and it's like, Jesus, and then you hear a little bit more of the instrumental go after, but, bruh, they're trying to compare technology and Apple. The Garden of Eden and the apple of knowledge that, Adam and Eve ate? Oh, I am Jesus, whatever, all this biblical shit. It's like, bruh, sure, you are, in a sense, yes, you are Jesus. We're all Jesus, because he was trying to preach the agnostic shit where he was trying to preach the agnostic view, saying, like, we are all God. We're all made of the same shit, same as the universe. That's kind of what I say, right? But it's not like he's a guy in the sky watching over us. Who knows? Maybe our higher dimensional self that's still us in this body right now, it's still us, all of us, right? More unified energy. Maybe that is watching over us individually somehow, some way. Sure, maybe. But that would still be the whole, and it's still us. It's not a separate thing, right? And where was I going with this? So, like, yeah, technically you are Jesus, but I just hate when they use all this shit, because I feel like Apple's good with their marketing, so they probably have a message behind it, but then I'm sure there is an additional benefit of them riling up religious people, and them being like, oh, how could you use this audio for the thing? Because I heard it, and I just kind of laughed, and I was like, huh, look at that. Cool song they picked. Sounds like a Kanye sample. And we heard it 2 or 3 times before Jewel looked at me the one time we heard it. She goes, did it say, I am Jesus? I'm like, yeah. We've heard it a few times now. Like, I've been hearing it. She's like, what? Why would they say that? And I said, well, I don't know. Maybe because Garden of Eden, Apple of Knowledge, all this biblical shit. And they're trying to play off that. And she was like, oh, yeah, okay, maybe. But then, at the end of the day, it's Apple. So they have all the money in the world. They can do whatever the fuck they want with their advertising. But they're basically just trying to push for, being able to talk to Siri or ask it questions, and it having the AI capabilities to answer, like, oh, you asked me this, so the answer is this because of this and this. Like, Siri basically already does it. We already have AI that's there. They're just kind of mixing them together, and, like, Apple Apple Power or whatever the fuck it's called. What is it? It's not Apple Vision because that's the headset. It might have been Apple Knowledge or Apple Info or some shit like that. Let's see if I go Apple Knowledge. Apple Knowledge Navigator from the 1987. Bro. Oh, Knowledge Navigator. That would have been like old internet shit, I guess. But let me look up a new Apple ad. iPhone 16 Pro. Yeah, probably with AI. Oh. Yeah, Bella Ramsey stars in iPhone 16 ad promoting Apple Intelligence. That's what it's called. Also, how old is Bella Ramsey? Because she looks young in those commercials. How old is Bella Ramsey? She 21? The fuck? That is the definition of baby face, actually. Bro. I feel like that, like, low-key cap? Gonna have to see what she looks like in a few years still, like, see if she does keep the baby face or if she does hit that, like, next puberty maturity phase, but she does not look 21, man. Just gonna say that right now. And I'm pretty sure it's a thing that, you know, celebrities get to a point where they change their birthdays and their age and shit. They're not genuine about it. Sorry, I'm looking for other things. Pedro Pascal. Wasn't there something about him being with somebody younger? Oh, no, I seen the thing of him. Like, he needs to hold people or touch people when he's nervous. And I thought that was a little bit strange. Like, bro, at that point, you probably get more clout points. Like, the video I seen was him on a red carpet, and he tried to, like, put his arm around the chick standing next to him, and she, like, took his hand back and just held it next to her, and then he looked at her and said, oh, thank you, whatever, like, looked like he appreciated it. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you'd probably get more clout points from bringing, like, stuffed animals or a fucking service animal to whatever red carpet event instead of fucking trying to put your hands on other people. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like my personal space. I damn near don't like being touched by anybody. Especially after shit I've had happen recently. Like, bro, people are just fucking scumbags. And most of the time, my brain automatically goes to, oh, I don't want people touching me. I'm not going to touch them. Personal space, all that good stuff. And then people get in my space. Next time it happens, I don't care about a charge, whatever. I'm beating the fuck out of someone. Because it's been so long. Hearing other people talk about the bar fights they got into or all these scraps they got into. At this point, I want a piece of the action. If somebody tries to press me, if someone gets in my biz, fucking man, they get in an elbow or a fucking... Oh, I've been waiting for it. But it's because before in other situations, in other places, I've been like, oh, I might get in trouble, all this and that. Man, fuck getting in trouble, especially if someone's pressing me. Then it's self-defense. Then it's fuck them. But that's just my thinking. Like, I'm not trying to go out of my way to beat people up or to get into altercations. If I really wanted to fight, I would sign up for kickboxing or fucking whatever it is, jiu-jitsu, some sort of sparring, right? Actually, kickboxing would be pretty sick. I would like to do some of that. With the knees and the elbows and the fucking... the kicks? Bro, the kicks look deadly. Alright, I'm just gonna pack up a little... You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at this point, I've been ready, man. I don't want to put my skills to the test, see if I can fucking... You know, not do any damage necessarily, but if I can defend myself without needing other people's help, without needing weapons, whatever the fuck. Like, I think I'd be okay, man. I think I'd be good. But yeah, I feel like most of the time, most people aren't even trained, and if they are trained, it's like, okay, cool. That only does so much. Like jiu-jitsu. Who is that fucking UFC fighter that says, jiu-jitsu isn't real, man? You can just stand up. And anytime he gets put in a clinch, he just stands up. And the person either falls off or fucking, maybe not throws him, but what's the, no, yeah, I guess he would throw him off. Yeah, shake him off, get him off somehow, and then he goes back to stand up. But it's just like, god damn. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't matter. I would rather be someone like Izzy or Pereira that has, the kicks, the distance. Even Masvidal with the knee on Askren. That was crazy, by the way. That was it. I'm saying it's planned, but Masvidal was watching Askren's footage because he always starts with the grapple open. He was watching that footage. He had that shit planned. He was ready, sitting against the cage, all cool and collected. He's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Bang! Hits him with the knee. What was that, like 3 seconds? 5-second knockout or some shit like that? Crazy, man. Yeah, it must be 3 seconds, because it's literally like, run across, bang, done. Like, bruh. What the fuck? But yeah, this sun's starting to get me here. What the hell is this, man? I'm Casper, fam. I'm already white. I don't need to be whiter. But yeah, low-key doing the podcast does help, because F6, man, I'm just kind of venting, getting stuff off my chest and my head. Off my head and my chest. Fuck, I forget what song those are bars to, but, check out my music. I'll throw the link in the description. I'll throw my link tree there so you can find my other socials, my music, whatever it is. And, you can go support, rock out. Excuse me, pardon me. Excuse me. We're at 27 minutes here. Fuck, I'm trying to dodge the sun now. I don't really want to have it. Oh, that's like the worst spot. Okay. That being said, I'm gonna rip a toke right now because we're at like 27, almost 28 minutes. Definitely feeling better. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I'm waking up or using my brain and my brain's not just fucking half asleep still. But yeah, I'm gonna rip a toke. I hope y'all rip one with me. If you're not session, send you blessings. You know what I mean? You don't gotta hate somebody else for doing something you don't agree with. Just don't, just live and let live. Give them your blessings, but just say, yeah, that's you. You do you, I'll do me. Live and let live, And I want to say before I talk, like I usually do, I want to get into people's craniums, get it in their domes, man, their melons, that we're all made of water. We're all made of the same shit. Same elements as the universe. We are the universe. We are each other. We are one. You know what I mean? That should be God. God should be a synonym for everything and nothing. The cycles, infinity, life and death. That's what God should be, not whatever the fucking dictionary definition is of some deified figure. Fuck that garbage. That's just an idol, man. You know what I mean? If you deify something that's not, that's not you or that's not real, it's just an idol. Idols don't mean nothing if they fucking hate you. What's it even matter if you're sitting in that great room? Couldn't make this music if I took my life years ago. I forget the next bar. God damn it. That's one of those songs I have recorded. It's sitting in the vault ready to drop. I gotta record some more before it comes out. But we gonna rip. Try not to get fucking obliterated by the sunlight here. Look at this shit, man. God damn. Or I just say fuck it and open the curtain and go whole hog on it. What the fuck? But yeah, I love y'all. I'm a rip. We'll see where the rest of this episode goes. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for being here, ripping with me. Just living it up, right? That's all we can do in life. Think about it. If it is a simulation, wouldn't you rather do what you want with the simulation instead of getting forced to do some bullshit work? There you go. You know what I mean? So that being said, cheers, family. Yeah, it'll probably be easier to see the smoke now because the sun's shining. I'm gonna see it around me a little bit, but that's why we got the fan. Peace is hopping up on her cat tree, but I got the curtain blocking that, and the window's open, so she should be getting clean air on the other side of that curtain at least. So that's good. Apologies. Let me rip this one more time. I'm gonna have to clean that fan again soon. Because the more smoke you blow through it, the more it gets stuck to it, and then it hits hairs and shit, and then they get bunched up, and then it fucks up the airflow of it. Then it starts pushing out to the side more than straight out in front, you know? But yeah, maybe I leave this episode here even, because I do have some other stuff I want to do. I want to go live today. I would like to go live today, practice performing, because I definitely want to try busking, get out, perform in person, but I want to make sure that, you know, I'm spitting at a decent quality, make sure I can make some tips, get some money, or just encourage people to follow, repost on their story, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, besides that, recording another episode, that's good. Live streaming, I want to make that YouTube vid for the NASA stuff. I gotta put beats in a playlist for performing, all kinds of good stuff. So, that being said, I'll leave this episode here. I appreciate y'all for watching and kicking it with me, and I hope this was relatable, or y'all appreciate hearing my point of view on stuff sometimes, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't know if it's anything special necessarily, but, you know, I want to do it to document, I want to make these videos to document it anyways, you know what I mean? But yeah, I love you, stay safe, good luck, ease.